William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I am the man to beat Daniel Dubois.
You're going to sleep.
This is UMAR AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're in New York City, bit different to Brentwood where I normally interview Harlem Eubank.
New York, New York.
How are you finding it?
It's nice out here. I've always wanted to come to New York. Obviously Harlem is my namesake, so it's always attracted me. And there's a lot of history out here, a lot of art, a lot of culture. So it's always been one of the top places I wanted to come and visit. So fight week on the AJ card for Josh Kelly's big fight. It's the perfect time to come.
Now, I was getting grilled earlier about my general knowledge, but you don't have to remind me, I do know Harlem. It's New York. It's cool. Yeah, you're out here supporting your boy Josh Kelly. He takes a big sort of first step up in Ray Robinson. How's sort of the mood in camp been with Josh and Adam and the boys?
It's been really good. It's been really good. A lot of energy. There's always a lot of energy, but the last couple of months, it feels like there's a really good vibe in the gym, which there always is. But there's been a lot of energy recently, a lot of good energy, a lot of characters which are kind of merging together nicely, and it's a nice atmosphere in there.
Yeah, boxing at MSG for Josh Kelly. What's he been saying about that? Obviously, it's a historic place. It's one of the best fighters. The best fights have happened there. Yeah. What's he been saying about it?
Josh is a big fan of like the old school boxing, you know, and obviously all the history that brings and the fights that he's watched and studied there, so I mean, putting all that into perspective, he can't wait. He can't wait to fight there. You know, it's a big marker in boxing, isn't it? And to say that you've boxed there, and obviously a guy called Ray Robinson as well, you know.
No.
So, it's perfect. It's perfect for a MSG debut.
We will talk a bit more about MSG and the card, especially the main event and what's going on in the heavyweight scene at the moment. Obviously, some breaking news has just come out as well. But I do want to talk to you about Harlem Benn. Suffered his first pro loss. Now you tell me you didn't watch it or anything, but yeah, I'm sure people were telling you about it on the night. Yeah,
it's a shame, you know. I don't wish anyone a loss in boxing. It's a hard sport. So that being said, I hope everyone applies themselves to go into the ring and to perform. So I don't wish anyone any bad energy when going into fights, you know. But I think it's a sport where you have to apply yourself 100% and go in there prepared, you know, because it's a war zone in there, you know. It's you against another man, and it's all on the line. So you have to be 100% prepared when you go in there.
I know you said you don't wish bad upon anyone, but we do know that obviously the Eubanks and Benn have got this thing, obviously coming from Chris Eubank Sr. and Nigel Benn. It stemmed down, and when talking to you guys off camera, both camps, you both don't have sort of the best attitude towards each other. But when you found out about that, was there not even a tiny bit of like perhaps happiness or like, oh, one of the Benns have just lost? None of that?
Not at all. I honestly have no energy towards it. It's a sport where you have to focus on the art form, you know. If you get caught up in the hype, the gas, people are coming in there to do you damage and do you harm, you know. So it's a sport where you have to apply yourself to the art form, and you know, all the gas and the it doesn't matter in there. It's all about the art form. So if you're not focused on the art form, that will show in a fight situation. So all all I'm focused on is focused on the art form and trying to perfect my art form and be the best fighter I can be. And I'm really not worried about these guys that I don't know or whatever, and what they're doing and how they're performing. And it's my focus is fully on me.
Fair enough. How do you think you're progressing? Is it in Redhill, the gym, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Surrey. Do you spend most of your time with Adam or Charlie? Or
Yeah, both of them. Both of them. We're all in the gym, all working at the same time, working on different things, and it's a great atmosphere because the coaches are as keen to learn as the fighters, you know. So they want to be the best coaches they can be, and we want to be the best fighters we can be, and that merges together, and we're all enjoying ourselves and working on technical things that are going to develop us as fighters, but in a way where we can enjoy it and learn off each other. There's a lot of characters, good people, and great fighters in the gym, you know. So you can really learn and gain insights from these people.
Do you speak to family members of yours about tips? Do they give you tips about boxing, or do you just literally take that from Adam and Charlie and not focus on boxing when you're outside the gym?
I've always been given tips and guidance and how to apply yourself in boxing, whether it's physical or kind of philosophical in terms of how to apply yourself mentally to the sport. So I think that's ingrained from maybe an earlier period. So I think, I mean, now and again, it's more from a time of implanting that in me, and now I think that's already in me. I feel like I apply myself mentally to the sport, and I think that's showing with every fight and staying in the gym, working on my craft, and I think it's showing out in terms of developing new skills as I go each fight and in the gym in between as well.
Does Chris have much to say to you?
Which one?
As in Chris, the one who beat the girl, Chris Eubank.
Yeah. He spoke to me after my fight. We speak here and there. He's in the States at the moment as well.
He's had a link up with Virgil Hunter?
Yeah, he's training. He's doing a bit of training out there, seeing how it goes. So yeah, he's on his path. He'll have some big opportunities soon. The Gale win done wonders for him, opened up a lot of doors, so I'm very, very happy for him. And yeah, he's finding his way on his journey too.
I think he said that he's open for fights at 60 and 68.
Yeah.
Another guy said that is Billy Joe Saunders, obviously became a two-weight world champion.
Yeah.
And again, as I said, he's open to fights at middleweight and super middleweight.
Yeah.
You want to see that rematch?
Definitely, they're both great fighters, and it's a fight that a lot of people want to see, and that's boxing. People want to see the best fight the best, and characters fight other characters. It's a game of a lot of dramas and twists and turns and storylines, and people want to see that story unfold. You know, it's like it's half written, and people want to see how it plays out. So I think I think it will do them both good to get in there and put on another good show for the fans.
Right, you believe Chris can right that wrong?
Yeah, Chris is he's developing, he's learning, and yeah, I think he's definitely learned or is learning on his journey and becoming more open to new ideas, and yeah, I think it's only going to do him more good.
Now it's sorry to talk about another Ben, but it's been announced that Conor's I think he's headlining Your Call Next Gen show. Will you be going to this fight? I know that there's been back and forth between both camps. Adam Booth has been vocal about it. You have. Conor's been vocal about that potential clash. Will you attend that fight?
No, I don't. I don't think there's any reason for me to be there. You know, I'll just be focused on my training and enjoying my weekend. But yeah, all the best to him. I hope he keeps his O, and then we can dance in the future.
So from what I'm getting from you, it's not like you're desperate chasing for that fight.
Definitely
It's
not.
something it seems like you're open to.
For sure.
But
for sure.
you're not gonna sort of depend on him.
Like I said, I feel like when people are pursuing fights and pursuing fighters, it's like they're almost trying to leapfrog to, I don't know, gain that profile or whatever. I feel like I said, I study a lot of the old school boxing, and I feel like as long as you're doing the right things, training the right ways, you're going to progress in the art form, the organic way. And I feel like I'm progressing organically. So I don't feel like I need to leapfrog or gain any clout or any or reach for anyone. I'm developing myself into the fighter that I think I can be, and whoever I'm in there with along the way, I'm in there with.
We know in your gym you've got the likes, as we said, Josh Kelly, who's making his big first step up, MSG, Mick Conlon, who's headline shows in America, so going to headline in Belfast in August, Joe Joyce, who's, you know, probably a few more fights away from potentially a world title clash.
Yeah.
These guys who are such big profile fighters, what's it been in terms of you being in that gym? What's it like being in that gym? How much benefit and reward does it give for you being around those type of characters?
A lot. Obviously, you have the technical aspects to learn from and such. Experience, mental experience, as well as physical technique. You gain their experience in the way they break things down and just how they deal with certain situations under pressure, and the little personality traits which you can see as help to get them where they're at. So yeah, you can learn a lot from those type of characters, being around them and seeing how they train and getting little tips from them, seeing how they move and how they adjust certain things, and just taking that on board when trying to do it.
Sorry to Ryan Burnett as well, I didn't mean to forget him.
Ryan Burnett, 2-time world champion. He's a very, very skilled fighter.
Obviously, massive deal with Top Rank he's done as well, so all good for him.
It's looking very good. Excited for him.
Okay, just lastly, Harlem, we are here for Joshua Ruiz, obviously, it's the main event. Aside from that, obviously the talk outside the rings about Joshua Wilder, that fight, will it ever happen? Some people are saying it won't, some people are saying it has to happen next, some people saying they don't mind seeing it next year. Wilder's just put on his Twitter that he's fighting Ortiz in a rematch. What are your thoughts on this whole situation? Do you think it'll ever happen, Joshua Wilder?
I think they need to do it as soon as possible. They're both in their prime right now. And the heavyweight divisions, it's a dangerous division, anything can happen. You know, so, I mean, one fight could change that. Wilder had a difficult fight with Ortiz in the first time, so it's a big risk to take, and I think I think they need to get it done ASAP while they're in their prime, and two heavyweight, the biggest two heavyweight personalities of the time, as well as Fury as well. I think they're the three most dangerous in the division. Yeah.
Did your opinion about a potential Joshua Wilder fight change when Wilder knocked that Brazilian around? Did it change it?
No, I think it helped. I think it helped Wilder's case for a bigger cut. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is probably the reason why the fight's not happening yet. You know. So I mean, he's probably asking for a little bigger portion of the cake, and a first round knockout against Brazil, which took AJ seven rounds.
Yep.
It's definitely a good way to kind of increase his profile and gain a bigger share of the portion.
All right, Harlem Eubank, I appreciate your time here in New York City. Enjoy the rest of the fight with your man Josh Kelly. You've been training out here with Adam as well?
Yeah, we've just been doing little tickles. Just went down to Church Street Gym today, soaking it all up, soaking up the energy. yeah, training with a few guys out here I know from New York. So having fun.
Cool. Well, enjoy. Josh hopefully does the business Saturday night, and then hopefully Anthony can also do the business, and we get that while we're in the fight.
Yeah.
All right, top man Harlem Eubank.
William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I am the man to beat Daniel Dubois.
We're going to sleep.